All right, and here we go. Back, lower back pain, guys. Mentally in exchange for personal pain. Hashtag, how are we?
Hi.
Oh.
In the kitchen, pancakes.
Yeah. Good to see you. Cash, I'll put you on mute right now.
Cool.
That's okay. So that's systemic values, no? It's such limited gram.
I'm just double it. How about the rest of the guys?
For them, there is a recording.
Okay.
The link's there, you know.
Yeah, I know. Hello. Cash, how are you? Let me get my headphones. And then I'll put you off mute. And we'll get cracking.
No, cancelled.
The values. Andrew. Andrew's on here.
Extra. Tidy up the house.
On the office.
How you doing?
Brucey Goosey.
Hey, buddy.
How you doing? Can you hear me?
Doing okay.
Good. Excited about Sunday.
Yeah.
I've been working really hard all week getting ready for you guys. You know that. That's all I've been doing. I haven't been going out. I've just been working, getting myself in the right space.
Well, that's light because I saw you out with Rehab.
But besides that, last night, the night before, today, this morning. Oh, sorry. I'm showering now. Okay. Sorry, I'm showering. Everybody in the office can hear me screaming.
Nervous.
But yeah, it's gonna be. So yeah, Andrew, you said, what do I bring for Sunday? You don't bring anything apart from a pen and paper. That's what you bring. That's more than enough. We'll figure out what you need to get done when we're there, and we'll workshop it out. A very powerful tool. It is an experience. It's not just information. You are going to have an experience, both you and Akashia and the other guys. So it's only 5 of you guys, which is great. It's a small group. I can handle that. But it's an experience. So hence you don't bring anything but yourself. And that's it. So this call today is for the other current class. And we've allowed you on here because you want to know a bit more.
Because you're VIP students, Chris.
Yeah. Because you're VIP students, we allowed you in this class. We've had messages regarding, can you go through the systemic values again and show us how to do it properly? Because some of them are not sure, like Sinead and a few other people. They can't make the call today, but I will go on it. I will go on this for you guys, and we'll record this. Sorry, we'll post this up. Okay, systemic values. What was it used for? It's aligning someone's values with their goals. Now, you've already done the linking of health, fitness, vitality, well-being on.
You've gone weird.
Huh? Can you hear me?
You've disappeared.
I've disappeared.
How about that colour?
I'm still here.
Hello.
Hello, Andrew? I think it's your phone, Andrew.
Yeah.
Oh, you're back. You're back.
Hold on, I'm putting you on mute. Okay. So reiterate.
You're back.
Huh?
You finished?
Okay, I'm just going to get cracking. Systemic values. The purpose of this is for you to show that they'll have more than just one transformation besides their body. This is a way of measuring it, and also being able to keep your clients accountable to whatever other goal there is. You don't need to solve their goal for them. All you do is keep them accountable. So let's say Glenn, when I did him, his other his other goals were like taking his girlfriend out to certain places. One of them being Venice, I think it was, or Florence or somewhere. Another goal was to triple his income or even quadruple his income. within the 12 weeks time frame. So it was some of his goals. Once I knew which one were important, all I did throughout the whole 12 weeks of training Glenn was just keep him accountable. Say, hey, how's it going with Michelle? Did you take her to such and such? Here's some ideas. Or if it was his business, it's not like I'm going to actually physically help him with his business. I just keep him updated regarding his business. And then when he's training, when he's exercising, when he's working out, we're putting his business marketing into the workouts. We're putting that effort and the energy in the workouts. So the systemic values is not for you to solve their problems. It's only to keep them accountable. When you're doing the systemic values, it's got nothing to do with health and fitness. That's your job to take care of. It's got to do with anything else. So, for example, Andrew, your goals might be something to do with some of these kids that you're having on this call. Take them to, I don't know, Alton Towers, right?
Take them to Harry Potter land.
To take it to Harry Potter land. I don't know what it is. It might be, hello. It's so cute. It's too cute. It's really cute. Look at these guys. So, it might be like, I want to be able to spend 2 hours a week teaching them a foreign language. It could be anything. It's got nothing to do with what I tell you to. All I do is keep you accountable. Have you done that in the training sessions while I'm coaching you? So that's all systemic values are.
So, what's the summary of that? What's the definition of a systemic value?
So for example, it's basically, this is what I say to my clients: you will get more than just one transformation. One of them will be your body, and others will be other things in your life. Yeah, I can't say to what degree. I can say 100% someone's going to lose, maybe 20 kilos, 15 kilos, drop 2 dress sizes. I can be sure of that, but I can't say to somebody, I'm going to quadruple your business. I can't say, I'm going to make sure your relationship with your kids are going to be that much stronger to the nth degree. But I can say that I can keep you accountable, so you can see how taking care of your body is aligned to those other areas of your life, which are goal specific, that they solve. It's not just like up here in the air. They actually go out and do, because now you've broken it down to when, where, and how. Make sense? Thumbs up if it makes sense. Yeah? So that's the cool part of the systemic values. I'll give you an example. Goriko, my client that I trained, her values were to start a business or clothing business. Her parents are in the clothing business, but start her own line. And one of them, and she's an artist, and one of them was to do a bunch of designs for like chakra-based T-shirts, and then also go to India. So all I did is, all I say when I see a session, I said, what are you doing today? Are you going to do your drawings today? Are you going to what events are you going to be upholding? So some of the events was for her to go to India and get the work done in India, and which she went and did. So all you do is just keep them aligned and accountable to their goals. That's all the systemic values are. And all you again, and what your purpose is just making a law of association is when you're telling somebody about their goals that they said they're going to do, that they couldn't commit to, that you can keep them accountable to. You're aligning training, fitness, health, vitality, whatever it is, strength with achieving these goals. You're making these associations by just the mere fact that you're just telling them about it. You're making an association. Make sense? So let's go through them. I'm just going to get the sheet out. Give me a second. Where is this sheet? There we go. So that's the sheet, right? Remember, guys? Let me just
describe what that looks like.
You got it. Okay, look, I'm just going to get Cassie on here just to speak to her. Hold on, wait a second. Unmute.
Oh, Cassie muted herself.
Oh, Cassie, can you unmute yourself for a second?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Honey, just stay there for 5 minutes, okay?
So, Cassie, have you used this before?
Oh, many times.
Many times, yeah. And
With each person, really.
what's that?
With probably each person, or with one time I did at the consultation with somebody as well.
Mm-hmm. And you use it.
And yeah.
Have you noticed when you train your clients, do you go back into some of their goals? Have you achieved this goal or this goal? Do you keep them accountable? Because it's good conversation, and also is like, when are you going to do it? How are you going to do it? What time are you going to do it?
Yeah,
So
I spent an hour with my student yesterday because she's going away for 2 weeks, and
Okay.
I referred to that.
Yeah, perfect. So it's pretty straightforward. So Sinead, you missed the first part of the call. Of what's the purpose of the systemic value? I'm going to say it again. It's not for you to solve. What I mean by that, on here should be nothing to do with health and fitness. There should be nothing on here to do with health and fitness. You've already did the 100, 200 plus reasons of why taking care of their body, you lose an X amount, putting this dress size, getting ready for such and such, whatever the vector statement is, you've already did that. This is, so when I go with my clients, and even when I do a sales consultation, I say, you're going to get more than just one transformation, one of them being your body and some other area in your life. Now, it's really hard to measure like how it's going to improve their relationship with their kids, or if it's going to improve their business. It's a hard thing to measure. But this gives me something that's tangible that I can keep them accountable to do during the 12-week period. I'm like, look, so with Glenn, it was, all these cool things that he wanted to do with his girlfriend, which I helped because I had some good suggestions. Another one wasn't to improve his business. I didn't actually get into his business. I wasn't a business coach, but I talked about his business in the training session and said, what are you going to do next? How are you going to do this? What else are you going to do? So, from here, I can be able to speak to my clients and say, have you achieved this goal? Or when are you going to achieve this goal? And how are you going to achieve this goal? What are you going to do? Who do you need? Blah, blah, blah. That's all you have to do. You're just coaching. That's all you're doing. You're not solving. You're just coaching. You're not going to go out your way and try to solve their problem. What you are going to solve is their health, strength, fitness, their vitality, their body. That's what you're there to solve. And I guess it's pretty straightforward. All you do is compare which goal is important, right? And if they got some crazy goal, like, I don't know, traveling to, I had one client going to Virgin Galactic. He wants to go on Virgin Galactic. It's not something I can really get him to do, right? Because some of those goals, you look at it like it's not something I can help him in a 12-week time frame that I'm spending time with my clients. Because what I really want to do is keep him accountable, something that I can keep him accountable in 12 weeks. So there might be some goals out there you just can't keep accountable, so there's no point even trying to coach him on that. So you just deduce, as long as they get one or two of those three things, you're good to go. Any questions? Kasia, any questions?
No.
No, you're in office. All right. I'm going to Andrew. 1 second. Kasia, I'm going to turn you mute.
Turn me off.
I'll turn you off because you're laughing your head off. Andrew, can you unmute yourself?
There you go. Hear me?
Yes. Any questions regarding this?
Not so much questions, but it comes back in with my clients. I get them to redo it, and it helps to kind of reorder them when they started hitting. So it's a useful tool at the beginning to kind of prioritize away from the program, but it also helps them when they're future pacing.
Yeah.
So you can then say, well, 6 weeks into the program, you may have already hit that number 1, number 2 priority goal. So then where do we look? Do we look at number 3 next, or is number 5 more important now than number 3?
Mm-hmm.
So we start to reassess, reevaluate their goals into priority again, so that we can then launch into the next 6 weeks.
Dude, I mean, if I had the same model as you guys, it's like upselling my clients, because it's a lot easier to upsell from a client instead of finding a new one. I've always had the business, I just go find a new client. That's a tougher model to play. But this does definitely help with that, because now you know what their future problems are, and you've already helped them solve a few of them. So they're like, I don't want any other trader. You're the only person I want, because you're coaching me on my next thing, and you're taking care of my body, and you're coaching me on the next thing, because this is a great way of future pacing. And then, if you're looking to seed your clients about like a maintenance phase or the next big result or whatever it is, you decide what that sounds like with your client. You're already having that conversation. Maybe, if you're doing an 8-week transformation, you start having that conversation 6 weeks out. You go through that, so you're future pacing them. So it's a great way of pre-selling your next package. Make sense? So if you look at your life cycle of your clients, the agreed time frame, at what point do you start to pre-sell the next thing? And especially, it just makes it a lot easier. And if they when they get results and you're coaching them and they're seeing these things being ticked off, they can't wait to pay for the next one. They're excited because you really are changing their life. You are massive value. That's what it is. Yeah.
When you give them the homework to do their 200 list, they can start to associate bits off the list into each of the priorities.
Yeah.
And I found that really helps them to sort of nail that list and really, really supercharge it.
There's so many ways of hitting it, and that's a great angle. I hope you guys heard what Andrew says. You can really supercharge some of their priorities from this. All this mindset stuff, what you're doing is getting ammunition to throw back at them and rewiring it, and then going back into the association of health, fitness, training, losing weight, gaining energy, getting strength, back to getting their results. So they're going, I can't live without training. I need training in my life because I get all the other stuff in my life. You get that? And when someone makes that strong association, that's when they fall in love with working out. That's when they fall in love with training. Huh? I think. Oh, so Fish Patrick asked a question.
You got a bit jumpy.
Yeah. Greg, are you okay with that? Do you understand?
Yeah, sorry, I came in late, Lazo. Sorry, I missed probably most of your explanation and got the rest of it. Sorry, mate. So I couldn't get in on the call early.
Yeah, I'm going to stick the video up again because I explained it twice already.
Oh, sorry.
I mean, I can.
No worries, I'll catch it up next.
The one-line pitch.
So just a one-line pitch of what systemic values, but the first half of this video call is explaining what's the purpose of the systemic values. So you have the extrinsic values of doing 100 linkings. That's about health, fitness, vitality linked to their higher values. This is linking their goals that's got nothing to do with fitness, Greg. It's got to do with some other area of their life, whatever it may be. So I give an example. Garika, she was talking about some bullshit thing that she wanted to do. Then she said starting a clothing line, doing artwork, going to see museums, blah, blah. She had this huge list. So we broke it down. And I looked at the ones that I can keep her accountable for the 12 weeks while we trained.
Okay.
So the way this works is I tell my clients is that you want to get more than one transformation. One of them being your body, and then it's going to be some other area of your life. Now, obviously, it's very hard to measure their other areas of their life. Like, how do you measure your relationship with your kids has improved? Like, what's the measurement behind that? It's a tough one, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Or improving their business. What does that look like? It's not something I can actually go into the profits and loss and find out. Like, me working with me is going to improve that to what degree? Blah blah blah. However, an example again with Glenn, he had a whole bunch of stuff regarding spending time with Michelle, doing certain things like going on vacation with her and moving house, and then also regarding business. So I can't remember what it was. And all I did during the sessions was keep him accountable to his goals, the ones that I believe in that 12 weeks that he can achieve. That's all. And then if he hesitates or procrastinates, then I just give him a hard time. That's what I do. So then he's making an association, or she's making an association, that training, fitness, health, working with me, I'm coaching them in other areas of their life by purely keeping them accountable. I'm not actually trying to solve how they do it. I can give suggestions if I have some ideas. I'll throw that into the mix, but that's not my job. My job is to get them into great shape. That's my job. The other job is just to keep them accountable, achieving those specific goals that they set. Right. So let's just say if Greg, you said one of your goals was to start knitting, and you want to knit a jumper for whatever reasons, right? And I was working with you, then all I will do is keep you accountable to your knitting strategy at the time you knit. And when you're knitting, I know it sounds absurd, but that's all I would do, and I will train you really hard. Make sense?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
So and that makes you that takes basically what that does is the personal trainer term really changes into a coach. You actually really are coaching. And coaches is, if you look at life coaches, that's what they do, but they do nothing in the realm of fitness and health.
Yeah.
So you're taking components of a life coaching and like a personal trainer, and you're putting them together.
I had a lady this week actually that I had to bring back to that because her highest values are her family.
So you got to speak up, Greg. I can't hear you.
Sorry, I had a lady this week, and I had to talk to her about her values, because her highest is her family, but the fitness has dropped right down the list, and I had to remind her that, you know, her son's 16. It's quite an awkward age, really, because they're kind of almost independent on their own right, aren't they?
Yeah.
And so I was trying to link that back to him, how she's not helping him out. He's going through his GCSEs at the moment, and I actually made her cry. It's the second person made cry in about a week and a half, I think, because I basically needed to kick her ass.
Yeah.
Because she's been on the ball actually for a long time, but she really came off of it this week. Wasn't sleeping very well, just took too much work on, and I had to bring him back to the whole family value and push the exercise into that. It was quite tough, but I think I hit home with it, put it that way. And there was tears, and she felt like she'd let me down and let her family down. So it was, you know, again, feel bad, but I think it would have worked. She's been sending me pictures of the food. I'm back on track, I hope. Anyway.
Well, she is, and all you do is now she's in that kind of raw state. You just keep more attention on her. You message her. If her son's doing her GCSEs, then you just send her like, look, here's some great brain food for your son. This is this kind of recipes. Here's blueberries and raspberries and dates and whatever. Just Google brain food and superfoods, and so like, look, you eat this, your son eats this, everyone's happy.
Of course.
Right. And so again, now you're giving some practical strategy, and it's still linking.
Yeah.
And that's something they can do together. Greg,
yes.
I think like if there's any questions from Kasia or Andrew, that's it with systemic values. The rest of this mentoring call is for Greg to see where he's up to, and Sinead, but she's offline all of a sudden again. I think she has a bad connection. But I shall see Andrew and Kasia on Sunday. Sunday fun day. The experience. Bye. Greg, you'll stay on here. I'll say goodbye to the rest of them.
Okay, mate, yeah.
All right, Greg. So it's just me and you, man. So you've got full accountability.
Rory and Sylvia are watching from YouTube.
What's that?
Accountability.
Rory and Sylvia are watching from YouTube.
Yeah, but they need to do accountability. Dude.
What?
I've done the system.
Is that done?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, unless they want. I mean, have you used this one before?
Oh, sorry, I thought it was a... No.
You're talking to me? Sorry.
Yeah. Have you used it?
Yeah, I can't see anything on the screen now, actually, but you still talk about systemic values.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have once. I really need to practice this one. But my original problem was the linking side with it, so I think I was struggling with that. But since like last week's call, I've been doing a lot of linking with everyone, their reasons why, and I'm getting further with that. So I'm going to go back to that, especially this lady I was talking about. She's got so many things with work that they do override her whole life, and I'm going to be doing that because she's got so much going on. I do need to do this activity now with her, because she's just going to blow up. Basically, she's got so much going on.
Yeah.
So I do need to bring this into it. The brain food side, because straight away I can link that into the son straight away, and he is a driving force. He's number one. Obviously, he is number one in her mind.
Yeah, he's the Achilles heel to her life.
Yeah, totally. I even said to him, because he was home because he got back from his maths exam, and I even said to him, when you see your mum going for that cookie jar, because we spoke about emotional and physical hunger, etc. And when you see your mum going for that cookie jar, and she is doing that, that's one of her weaknesses. Tell her, mum, how's that helping me? It's again, I said, you don't need to know any reasons why. I said to the son, but just tell her, ask her, mum, you having that cookie, is that helping me?
Yeah.
You know, even if it's like all the treats in the house should be for him, really. He's the one going through the exams as well. If he needs a treat, he's a treat from the exam. She doesn't need the treat.
No, I know.
So I'm really using the son, and blatantly really using the son.
Do it. Whatever it takes.
Yeah.
Another good suggestion is like, I don't know, like Holland Barrels, they got like Bounce and Holland Barrels or Planet Organic. They've got like healthy treats.
Yeah.
Some superfood, kind of like Golgi berries with dark chocolate and all that jazz. Instead of maybe removing those treats, just put it as a substitute with something else.
Yeah.
It's just lowering calories and it's just healthier. So I'll tell you this because a friend of mine, he was the same situation, and we went into basically Planet Organic, and just we gave him a shopping list. Well, I gave him a shopping list of what to buy because he has such a sweet tooth, and there's no way he can change straight away. So I just gave him a bunch of alternatives.
Yeah, I mean it's an awkward one with her. I mean it is that whole emotional thing, but she will work until late at night. She kind of works best late under pressure. Typical businesswoman, really, on that front.
Yeah.
And she say, I walk to the cookie jar and I grab it. I know what I'm doing. I know I shouldn't do it. And I said, well, you need to readdress when you get there. You need to almost have an out-of-body experience and look at yourself.
Yeah.
Look down on yourself and think, what am I doing? And I've always said to people, you need to have options. You need to have a substitute. You need to be prepared for these moments. So, if cook too much for dinner the day before and make it, extra snacks in the day would be whatever, that chicken left over with a bit of salad or something.
Yeah.
Just whatever it is, just make sure you've got some alternatives.
Yeah, that's the easiest way.
She's a great client, but she self-destructs every 6 weeks. I reckon she just goes crazy. So
she has a little cycle of some sort. There's a pattern. Yeah. Okay, Pat, do you know his wins of last week and all that stuff? Or you
pull them up, Greg.
Sorry, mate.
We got Patrick. Yeah.
How you doing? You right? Hey, Patrick.
All right, lads. Greg, how you doing, my mate?
All right, mate.
Just pull the thing out.
So I couldn't comment on the video you put on me. I didn't agree I look good on camera. I was a rabbit in headlights on that one.
Which video? Which one?
Oh, the one. You put one up. You posted one out of me doing a little interview. I couldn't comment on it because I thought I was like a rabbit in headlights. So.
Oh man, great! I was loving it. Oh dear. So let's go for these last.
Right.
We're looking for last week's wins.
Yeah.
What about this week's wins?
What's your wins of the week, Greg?
My wins.
Yeah.
My wins, really. I've got a bit of a marketing strategy.
God, that's fucking Greg, write it down, man. It sounds stupid.
Emails out to everyone. I didn't send any because I was so sick. I thought I'd continue it and do it. It's a jump start for summer, but it's a daily email with hints and tips from healthy snacks to best times to go shopping for food. Just something every day.
Wow. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah.
What other wins? That was 2.
I'm really, because I know my avatar more now. I'm really going for the group avatar.
Yeah.
But what I have done is put together some postcards for some marketing that's designed around bridal parties, like the bridesmaids and the bride getting ready for a wedding.
Greg, hey, can I stop you there for a second?
Go on.
So here's a little tip. We say, you put a little toy soldier in the envelope, so it's a lumpy piece of mail. I say, are you winning your war with fitness ahead of your wedding? And they'll never forget you, dude. No. Greg, is that true?
So say it again. That froze the whole time.
So Greg, as in, put a little toy soldier in, and say, how are you doing? Are you winning your war against whatever?
Are you winning your war against
fat or whatever? What you get
getting in the best shape of your life.
Yeah, I like that. That's good.
But you want to be memorable if you're going to post things.
Love that. Yeah, and I like that. Yeah, because the postcards themselves, though, what they've got. I'm going around. Sorry, the wedding shop, and go. If I'm going to give the shop a number so I know where the referrals have come from. But I'm really going for the bridal party thing at the moment because the group training thing does work, and I've been doing that for years. And I used to target the bride shops then, so hopefully they remember me. Hopefully, they should do. So that's another win. I've got I missed the delivery today actually for the postcards, annoyingly. So I've got to chase that one up.
No problem.
Okay, guys. So we saw Sylvia. Sylvia has got a new client, her first body transformation client. Well done, Sylvia. Great stuff. And Greg, I want to put you on muted.
Sorry, mate.
Sylvia, more and more mindset on your classes. Should I put you on mute as well? Yeah. Sorry, guys. The noise is just the background noise. You're applying more and more mindset on your classes, going the extra mile, visualizing self-image. It loves it and amazed. That's how I got your new body transformation client. Terrific. 6 chin-ups. Awesome. Great stuff.
She went from 1 to 6. Did you hear that? She did 1. It was on my post, and then she said she did 6. Using mindset.
Good. I like that. That's good. So Sylvia, I'm gonna put you on the mute. Okay. Sinead, do you want to tell us the wins of the week?
Your wins of the week, Sinead?
We saw them much publicised, but I would like to go over them again.
Sinead, can you hear us?
Yeah, she can hear us. Yeah, we can unmute her. No, that's it. Sinead, just write it in the group, as in we can't hear yours.
We can't hear it. Googled. Well done, Sylvia, for getting a client and also doing the extra 6 press-ups, chin-ups.
Yeah, that's pretty insane.
That's pretty badass.
Thank you.
You're welcome. My back is killing you, dude.
Good, in for the right reasons, not like mine. Lack of use. Okay, guys, we're going to move on to the struggles of the week, and I want you to write it down in the group.
Yeah, it's just a lot easier. Can you just write down your struggles of the week? Any struggles you had? Greg, any struggles? Thank you.
This is a minor. All have 2 servers ready. Just point to that folder.
Oh, sorry, it's up now. Sorry.
Show me some water real quick.
Alright, what have we got?
It's not ready.
Okay.
Ready.
Is Rory still on there?
Yeah, Rory's watching from YouTube.
What's his struggles?
Rory's writing on the
Oh,
board.
right now, I hope. I messaged him now.
Ready? You shouldn't go on. Yeah, okay, we've got enough to start going. So shit. Great. So
Greg, your struggles converting, upselling an old group to new systems, time management again, spent more on the promotion materials, postcards and avatars. Okay, Greg. Let me just unmute you, Greg. Just give me a second. Oh, you unmute yourself, mate. I think I can't do it from here. Greg, if you can unmute so I can have a conversation and see how we can help you with the upselling part. Hello, Greg. Greg, can you hear me? If you unmute. How can you unmute here?
You what?
It's not unmuting.
No, it's not giving us the option.
Huh?
It's not giving us the option.
So he must unmute himself. Greg, if you unmute yourself, because it won't let us unmute you. You're muted, and I can only help you with that question if I know some specifics. Otherwise, I'll give you a general answer. No? All right, I'm just going to give you the general answer once you unmute. You're still muted. You've muted yourself. I can't hear a thing. So here we go. Greg said.
Sinead can't unmute either. Okay, well.
Bizarre. Okay, so I'm just gonna give you generals, and hopefully it'll be useful. If not, Greg, then we'll just have to do a phone call. So converting, upselling an old group to a new system.
I'll give more detail. Give us more detail.
Or just give us more detail. What I would like to know is what are you upselling them to? Have you renamed that package to something that is different? And what are the benefit stacks to it? So that's the first thing that you want to know. You want to make it look very different to the current thing they've already purchased. So if they feel like it's still the same thing with a few bells and whistles, it might not be that interesting for them to be upsold. That's the first thing. Also, you want to at some point in your training, you don't want to go straight away before when it ends to sell. You want to do a pre-sale maybe 2-3 weeks out. If you're changing the program, that's the time to actually upsell. You're seeding them this new package. You're telling them I'm up to this new thing. I'm doing this cool thing that involves. You hype it up basically, but you're not actually selling to them. You're pre-selling. Make sense? You don't wait till the end and then sell. You're actually 3 weeks out, you're just talking about this really cool thing you're doing, it's really amazing, and it has this, and it's going to do this, and it's going to do this, and you're just planting the seed, right? And you're just showing interest, and that's all you're doing. That's the thing. Also, you want to get the agreement that, healthy, strong, happy, the training has been amazing, but could you do better? Would you want to do better? What would your life be like if there was something different to your program? Would it make any difference? You want to pre-sell that idea too. Make sense, Greg? And then you want to show maybe a case study, or you say, you know what, I got a couple of clients on my old program. They're getting good results like yourself, but you should see Patrick, man. He's in my new program, and this is what's happened to Patrick. And whatever it is, he's got nice.
Lovely hair.
His hair looks amazing after working with me, and whatever it may be, but you want to tell a story of one of your current clients who's moved to upsell the package, and they're just loving life, right? So that's the social proof cognitive bias that you're using in that. So that's how you do it when you're trying to upsell them into the new system. But it's not a new system. It's something completely different that has all these amazing features that the one that you're doing at the moment doesn't have. And if you want to get these great results, then you got to take the leap of faith and join myself and someone like Patrick and other people who are also doing this. And it's also only limited to 3 people. Support scarcity. You're going to be speaking to some of your other clients, and it's not going to be available to everybody. And be honest with that. Just be genuinely honest. See, as I've already got 4 as a capacity, or 3 as a capacity, or 10 or capacity, whatever your capacity. I've already got Peter involved. I've already got Patrick involved. I've already got Osai involved, and it's just left to you, Greg. If you want to be part of this, if not, then Sylvia will take it. I don't really care.
Watch out, guys.
Right?
There you go.
And Sylvia is ready, so she's going to take it, and you're left out, Greg. So you already felt some disconnect, right, in that statement. So that's how I do that, Greg. Time management. Tips on time management is, I always say energy management, really. A lot of it down to you can manage your energy levels. So you do all the important stuff in the morning, get them out of the way. Stuff that's going to make a difference to your life. All the other stuff you're doing is just going to help with maintenance. But the stuff that's going to make you grow, that's the stuff that you want to front load and keep doing as much as you can, with the idea of at some point it's going to shift everything. You give yourself a time frame.
There's a good book by Brian Tracy called Eating Frogs. So that's what they call it, eat the frog. So you just do the crappiest thing that you're fearing, first thing in the morning because that's when you've got the most energy.
Yeah, it's quite tough to do this really important stuff later on when you just, used all your thinking and running around and chasing people and making things happen and your energy's everywhere, and then you want to do some sort of creative work. It's kind of tough. It's not easy to do. So, also, Greg, try to find what, for some people, I know a friend of mine, he works really well at nighttime for whatever reason. Majority of people do actually work better in the morning when they're creative. Like Charlie Morning works at night.
Yeah.
So, you might want to ask yourself that, but I would say the morning is probably the best thing. But I know some of you guys have clients early in the morning. It's quite hard to do. You just got to fit some time in there, or if it's some really important stuff that you just need to get done, maybe book 3 days out and just lock yourself somewhere and just get it all done. That might be the case, and just get it out of the way. You either chip away at it or you front load it. It's one of the two. So you got to find a strategy there. If we're talking about time management in terms of completing certain things. Also, just what else is good time management?
I don't know what the problem is.
No, that's the thing.
Just time management. Right. That's specificity. That's your problem. That's your struggle this week, is in telling us what's going on. Because in the struggles, I don't know how to help you.
Yeah.
Because you ain't telling me anything.
What
so, Greg, I'm going to move on that one, as in, maybe learn from that. Sinead struggled with client Pooja to move program forward. Sleeping in for 2 booked linking sessions. Couldn't buy a bag of oats.
This is not here, but
I'm not sure the bag of oats part.
point I have about is what number to use.
Hey, well, we're going to win in there. Sinead, you're always good at seeing the other side here, isn't it? You got a draft that you're happy with. Sinead, for you too, if you could let's try this again. No, it's been a spaz. It won't let.
It's not letting mute. Yeah.
Okay.
It's very bizarre.
We are not tech wizards, guys, so I am sorry. So Shay, if you can go a little bit more on that, so give something to work with on that.
It says struggle with find Pooja to move program forward. What part did you struggle with? Sleeping in for 2 booked linking sessions. Who's sleeping in? You or Pooja?
I hope she ain't sleeping in. Shay, oh, gosh, that's on. Is that you, Sinead? I'm looking at you. Is it yes? Who slept in? She slept in. Oh, yeah. She's obviously got some issues that she doesn't want to. She's got some roadblocks there.
I couldn't buy a bag of oats.
Oh, it's her. Pooja couldn't. Yeah.
Sorry, I thought you were struggling with her.
No, I was like, oh jeez, Sinead, let's
Sorry.
Let's watch out. Yeah, she's got some blockages, and Lazo is the man who knows how to.
Yeah, I mean, you said you've done the link and stuff with her. I'll give her a warning. First of all, if she can't wake up in the morning, if she's cancelled a session but she can't wake up, I would blow up her phone like 2 hours beforehand and keep calling. And literally just blow up her phone and say, get out of bed. Are we ready for this? You've done that. You've done that. This is a tough one. It's quite hard. I wish I can actually. Shouldn't they give me a call? Let's just go through this here.
Yeah, let's just do it in the phone.
Why is this not working? Sinead, can you call me?
I just text you. It's just lag on it.
Hello, Sinead. I'll just talk because this is getting ridiculous. Oh, I see. No problem. Yeah, so Pooja, she stepped in twice on booking linking session, so you haven't done a linking with her. Okay. Yeah. Oh wow. I'm sorry.
When I spoke to Charles, he said, whatever I did in Woking, whatever I was doing, I did it through Chris. All the information is gone.
No. It's your medication?
I'm just trying to see. The question is very simple. If you've got two buttons, perfectly reasonable, which one do you want to use for online
What does these people mean when they say matcha when they eat all this processed fucking food? Yeah, that's all processed.
Just really worked on Evan's side in terms of
Yeah.
and how long is it change if you have to switch?
No, yeah. So, yeah. I, which is totally fine. Like you gotta have your own boundaries at some point. Give a warning. Say, if you don't do this, one last chance, I'm firing you. That's it. No, literally, I'm firing you.
And I'll send the two accounts. I'll send you the two accounts.
Well, then fire her then.
That's fine. I'll send you the email. You've got the email, haven't you? I'll send it to you.
And guys, just even what Laz was talking about on the firing thing is, and this even has ramifications in your business, because you can be thinking about all these different things, and there's on some cosmic level, as in when you respect yourself like that, other people will respect you too. Haven't done like any advertising, haven't advertised any courses in the last few weeks, but I've had 3 people sign up. They're just like, oh yeah, I've been watching In the Shadows for ages. Yeah, I want to get on board. So guys, that happens too. So when you start to put yourself first, you know, and you dump shitty clients like that, you know, it can really change the game. So guys, I'm gonna move on to Sylvia is making clients puke, is she? Jeez, Sylvia, that's a bizarre one. Yeah. He needs more pain. That's what? Yeah, Sylvia, I think that's a simple one of just education. Isn't just because you know you don't have DOMs doesn't mean you didn't work out hard. It just means that your body has adapted to a higher intensity of exercise. So I think that's a simple case of education there. So Rory, tell me, you told me you got 3 clients this week. Why are you saying that you didn't get your goals? I'm confused. Let's see. Okay, so that's everything that's been put down, guys. We're going to move on to goals for next week. Greg, don't be sending that stuff over before it's fully done, huh? Because I want to see a full first draft. Greg, man, it'll take you 5 minutes to do the postcards. Come back with something else. The healthy tips thing, that's genius. If you can do that every single day, serious money. So guys, there's 2 big objections as to why people don't buy your coaching. Trust and authority. This means like, who are you? Are you someone that can get me there? Do I trust you? And then also fear. It's like, you won't get me the result. You won't help me get myself the result. You know. So yeah. Sorry, there's so many notifications everywhere. But definitely daily emails, man. Gold. Why do you think we do that?
Anything else? I've got to go back to the group. You don't know what's going on. I'm glad that it's resolved. We look everywhere. I guess it's maybe something on our side, but it doesn't help. I mean, it doesn't give up. Yeah, absolutely. Really bizarre. Okay, yeah, a new goal, sign language. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. You're welcome. Thank you. Bye, Sinead. Take care. Bye-bye. Anyone else need help?
Sylvia's struggle was hilarious. The client was like, "Oh, I didn't feel the burn enough, I wasn't dying the next day."
It's a good struggle.
It's adaptation. Of course, the guy he's off. He's maybe no, we're just on the goals of the week.
Okay.
Funny one. Sylvia, you've always got the best struggles, you know. So I've got too much money now, you know. So what do I do? I need to buy yellow coats.
I think I'm off mute.
Well, June 4th, we've got the Body Sculpting Day, so. Okay, Sylvia goals. 10 value test, Paul, linking. Finish my methodology. Great.
Reached specifying. Sylvia, don't understand the third one at all. As in, please rewrite that. As in, I don't understand what you just said. You got your prices and you want to go to an event. Is that it? Oh, yeah.
Guys, can you hear me? Because I look
Oh,
like I'm
yeah,
mute.
pitching, yeah, good stuff.
Good one. So,
Go figure.
well, Rory, the thing is, you can't control your client losing £3. That's his body. Isn't
Alright.
Estimation client to have lost £3 this week. He's up at 2 a week.
And what's he doing differently though? What can you ask him? What can you do differently?
Rory, what can you do differently?
What can you do differently to get him to lose a bit more weight? Because I don't know what he's doing now to help you out. If you really want him to lose an extra pound, then you need to change something. Whether it's his cardio, his nutrition, his exercise, his sleep, his supplementation. There's something you can change, just like one thing might change it.
Got it. Yeah, just yeah. Because at the end of the day, the dude could take a really big crap and then he's lost £3, you know. As in, focus more on if you're there to follow his body, follow it exercising, that £3 is going to come off.
He's doing a lot of weightlifting where he's building muscle, so he's gaining a bit more weight. That's the question. Some of it is going to be, if it's just fat loss, there's also going to be some muscle building in there.
Yeah, exactly.
There you go, detox will help.
There you go.
That would drop 3 kilos, 4 pounds, 3
For
pounds.
me, maybe 5, 6.
Gather testimonials. Rory, if you just write down the list of all the people that you want as a testimonial, so if it's Sam, Andrew, James, I'm just making names up here, but just list all of them down on pieces of paper, and then write them an amazing email, thank them, blah, 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 to write the best testimonial ever. Don't just go, can you write me a testimonial? So just,
And guys, there's a right time to ask for the testimonial. So guys, true story. My girlfriend is working with one of our ex-clients, doing like a detox on the food because she's got some gut issues. He closed it badly, as in he didn't close the end of their sessions in a way that she got a conclusion. There wasn't that time to celebrate, and she's been dragging her feet about doing the testimonial for him. Even though she did get great results throughout, there wasn't that bit of closure. So make sure it's at a certain moment where you can go, oh yeah, this makes sense to give you a testimonial.
With that one, I mean, he's not in that stage now, or he might be some old ones. So just
the old ones.
Just write an email, write them stuff a message, give them a call, say, hey, what's up, how you doing, blah blah blah. Talk to them for a bit, build some rapport, say, look, I need a major, you love my training, you love what I did, you love. Can you write me a testimonial? I'm writing my package. I need just a few words, whatever it is. But regarding what Patrick said is really key. So when I did Glenn or Dominic Knight, when I transformed them after the photo shoot, they're happy, they're excited. There's a cameraman already there. So what I told the cameraman, can you video record a testimonial?
and then that's so fresh. They're not going to say no in that space because it is a celebration. They can't wait to give you the best ever testimonial. They're nervous to actually give you a testimonial because they're so excited. That's the ideal time. So when you do finish your package, right, get a great camera person, Brian Wood,
Peter.
Or Peter.
Oh, sorry. For photos or for video?
It's just a video. Put the button.
Oh, so you use your phone. An iPhone.
Oh, you know, iPhone. Yeah, now you can do your phone. So
that was the older gentleman.
Yeah. So, but I'm just saying, they already got the phone.
Oh, okay.
So they didn't Photoshop for that or whatever it is. So you can get some video testimonials, which are even better than just written testimonials. Right? So if you can get some out that list, can you get video testimonials as well as written testimonials? That's gonna be gold dust.
And guys, even better still, the one where Lazo's testimony beat the shit out of everyone's one, because it's like a year later, it's like, oh yeah, still in great shape. As in, because people what's been going on is there's a lot of these these little dirtbag gurus, you know, like they get kind of Glenn Bridges kind of guys, right? And what they'll do is they'll do like a churn and burn, and they'll make you some kick ass over a very short amount of time, and then they'll get you like, yeah, man, you know, but it's not sustainable. And but oh, too late, got your testimonial, and you've lost credibility because you gave it. You said, well, you told me this guy's the best thing in the world, you know. And so that's why, you know, I'm much slower on giving praise to coaches just yet. As in, for instance, I gave Emma Mahouche on the Facebook ads, and was like, and then I look back, it's like, oh, she actually kind of sucked, you know. So because it just wasn't well done. So guys, if you can get someone who a year later still says that you're a badass, that is gold. You know, that's the real gold.
Sure. What else? Referrals. Yeah, ask for referrals. Again, ask for referrals when they're feeling good. Make them feel good. Do a workout. Get them really energetic. You know, they lost. That guy, he lost 3 pounds. He's lost 2 pounds. Then ask them for referrals. Hey, do you know anybody else who want to feel this way? Who want to be able to feel achieved? Who are they? What's their names? What's their email address? Can you contact them? When can you contact them? Tomorrow? That's how you talk to them. Because if you don't say it that way, they're not going to give you a referral. Because the reason being is not because they don't want to. Sometimes life just gets in the way. They've got other stuff that's on their mind. You know, giving you a referral is not that important. So you want to give a referral when there's a happy emotional spike. And you ask for referrals, and you really want to get your phone out and say, you know, add Facebook friend, add your phone, Facebook, whatever it is. Okay, Sinead, create second movie draft brochure.
Derek Rowe helped that one out, right?
Create the steps for my 16-week group program test. Nice.
That's a good
2
week.
more linking sessions booked in. Yep. Sack Puju. Yep.
Yes.
I mean, make notes on that. Yeah, make notes on that. That's a smart one. I like that.
That's a little process there that we got.
Yeah.
I know you're very process driven, Sinead. I'm glad to hear that.
Okay, it's Greg's stuff.
She's shaking her head.
What was Greg's stuff? I just want to check Greg.
Greg's goals were here.
Okay.
Get 5 more testimonials, start his daily emails, and send some lumpy mail to wedding shops in this area.
Yeah, awesome. So very specific.
Great, go and visit them, mate. Go and say hello.
Best thing in the world, face to face.
Yeah, really, just people buy from people.
Yeah, and you got a lovely personality, Greg. Got good smile, good energy. You know, use that.
Look at him.
Look at him smiling.
Shut it off.
You know.
It's scary.
So go in there, make people feel good about themselves. That's what you do. That's what charisma.
And what you do is get them down for a session. You don't just say, "Oh, I do training people." Ooh. No one cares. You know,
give them.
Hey,
something.
you know, come on, let me take you down to the gym. As in, and show you what it's all about. The thing is, they've got so many. Like, dude, you're not the first person to think of this. You know, you're really not the first guy. As in, so you need to create that special relationship with them.
Yeah, sounds good, Greg. Yeah. All right, guys, I think we're signing off, right?
Yeah, guys, you're well and truly cooked.
For those who missed the initial part of the systemic values, that's going to be posted on the video.
It's already there. YouTube is already up.
Yeah, so it's the first 15-20 minutes I go through it. Any questions, if you feel like you're still stuck, Sinead or Greg, on that, just message me. Let me know. Thanks.
And if it's, super, put it in the group, and then we can answer for everyone all at once, which is ideal. Thanks, guys.
All right, have a lovely weekend.
Cheers, guys.
Thank you.